You gotta get your raisins in you, man. Dang raisins. Stop
To hear
playing.
important instructions, press 2. To speak to customer service.
Your show will go live in 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1.
Make sure is the mic on? Okay.
I want the whole world to spin my record.
Oh, you know it's flip a penny time, baby. Flip a penny time, baby. I feel like this joint too close, man. Bump it. We all right. We all right. We good. We good right here? Why then? Alright. I be massaged. I'm coming through with Cadillac and massage. What up, 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 do? You know what time it is, man. It's the Ball Hawk Show podcast. I'm your host, Amon Hawkins. Appreciate you rocking with me. My boy said, as soon as I get done cooking, I'm going to cook your podcast because I told y'all. Shout out to Darian on YouTube. Hey, the phone line's going to be open. The phone line's open immediately now because I make sure I can keep this live podcast to an hour because I know people got ADD, ADHD, and all type of distractions. So, hey, did I just mess up my intro? You know how we do. It's the Ball Hawk Show, man. Make sure you subscribe to the Ball Hawk Show channel. If you listen live right now on BlogTalk Radio, you listen on Spotify, iTunes, Apple Podcasts, TuneIn app. I try to make sure my product is everywhere. You know what I'm saying? I ain't no drug dealer, but sometimes you got to act like you're a drug dealer and make sure your product is out there. You know what I'm saying? Don't censor me for that. That was a joke. Ha ha. Hee hee. It was a joke. So before we get started, shout out to my sponsor, Aber Insurance. That's aberinsurance.com. Service in the state of Virginia for over 20 years. That's home, auto, business, any type of insurance that you need. Holla at Billy and Charlene White. And when you step up in their office right off Ryle Road, tell them the Ball Hawk sent you so they can make sure your policy includes Shut the Hell Up Juice because you will get a yes on that. So what we're going to do is right now, we're going to jump right into the national championship. So YouTube, Facebook, the phone line is open 760-695-1106. Again, the number is 760-695-1106. We got to talk about how the Roll Tide got rolled, mollywop, smacked, people's elbow, Hulk Hogan leg drop, Macho Man from the top buckle. I'm talking about the Russian sickle from Nikita Koloff. I'm talking about a hit from Deontay Wilder. I'm talking about a Mike Tyson hook with a headbutt to follow. I'm talking about the Professor Clumps at the daggone dinner table, Putin and Boo Boo coming out. I'm talking about they beat the hell out of Alabama with Sunshine. Was we looking at Remember the Titans? Was we looking at Remember the Titans last night? Huh? You got Fabio's son out there walking the dog on y'all Alabama and Nick Saban. Roll Tide. You got rolled over. 804, that should be T. T, that's you, man?
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to just let you go. Just go. Roll right into it. Forget my soliloquy. This is for the fans. Go.
Man, Alabama got walked in every aspect of the game. Offense, defense, special teams, coaching. They got outplayed in 4 quarters.
Man.
Clemson neutralized their defensive line. Sunshine was out there. The game was moving in slow motion. If you look at him when he was in shotgun and he caught the ball, he took his time and spun the ball, got the laces set. So I'm telling you, it was in slow motion on live TV. I'm like, yo, it's over. Like when I saw in the second quarter when Sunshine started spinning the ball nice and slow, it was real smooth, man. I don't know what happened to Nick Saban. I think he went away from his routine or something, man. I know they had a lot of coaches. They lost a lot of coaches on the turnover, but it ain't no excuse because they went 14-0 before that. So I don't want to hear that from no Alabama fan about the coaches turnover and all of that because they Alabama. They got walked. They got outplayed in every aspect. Clemson D-line showed up. They defense coordinator was sending blitzes from everywhere. Tua was out there looking like he belonged on some Pop Warner team. Like he couldn't see nothing.
Hey man, they boys playing. They were playing hero ball. But let me go to Facebook because it's hot right now because we got some chatter. So of course my man Jacob showing up because Clemson on top. That's what he all up in the videos now. But shout out to Jacob, congratulations, your Clemson Tigers are the champs. But my man Chad threw out some dynamite and said that Dabo is not a good coach. He's a good recruiter. Saban is a better coach and is not close. It's kind of hard to say Dabo's not a good coach after last night of them winning. They outcoached Bama on every facet of the game. Offense, defense, special teams, pregame and postgame. I mean, everything. It was like Bama won at nothing. Absolutely nothing. So I think right now it's hard in this moment, Chad, to say that Dabo is not a good coach because to win 2 rings, I mean, we see a lot of people have talent and just don't know how to manage them or get the coach. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of things that go into it. Don't get me wrong. But I don't know, Chad. I don't know about that, Chad. I don't know, man.
Chad got a I love you, man.
What up, babies? What's good with you?
Yo.
What's up, dog?
Stay home.
What's up?
Hey, man, I told y'all yesterday, don't play with sunshine, boy. listen to me, man.
Go ahead.
It won't just sunshine. It was the wide receivers came out there and ball.
Right now.
I said everybody was talking about, well, you know, a lot of Bama fans, you know, I got family that's Bama fans. They telling me that, well, they playing the ACC trash, all this other stuff. You feel yourself so much, you meet up somebody who's come and punch you in the mouth, they ain't scared of you. You can have that type of intimidation in the SEC, and it may work against everybody, but when you play against somebody that played you, 4 times? Hey, man, we know you.
That's
you know what I'm saying?
That's
and that's how they came at the game.
That's a great point by you, Darian.
And I'm just telling you, bro. Hey, listen, man. They went in there, they thought everything was sweet. When they came in, old boy came in there, took that pick straight to the crib. I said, oh, nah. Oh, yeah, it's over. Even after the Tua tried to make it back.
Hey, Green,
said,
that's real talk.
Be in his head the whole game. And what I tell you, they start mixing up the coverage. They start mixing up coverage. They start blitzing. Oh boy, Tua ain't know what to do. He's still young, but he still ain't got the reps. Everybody ready to crown the man.
You know what's so amazing that you said the changing up the coverage, because watching the game last night, Tua, I think his first throw, he threw that speed out to the boundary, and they were raving about, Kurt Hersey was raving about how he anticipated the route, threw it before the receiver even came out his route. I mean, he was just hooping and hollering over the anticipation. The very next pass he attempted was picked off because he threw it blinded. He anticipated the receiver coming out, not realizing that the corner sat on their ass because you running a slant and a damn arrow. And it was a bad throw because it wouldn't have been if the DB weren't there, it wouldn't have went to either receiver. It was a badass throw. So it was just amazing. As soon as Kurt Hersey said that, he threw both of his picks were blind throws. Like he anticipated, but he didn't pay attention to the coverage. So yeah, you hit the nail on the head.
After the first quarter, he had happy feet anyway, man. Like he
called it Tua turnover. Chris, you dumb.
On him like that.
Hey, he called Tua turnover.
I don't disrespect Tua like that. I mean, the man been great all year.
Nah, hell no. I ain't gonna disrespect him either. If he was a pro, I'd clown him. But he's a college kid, and I don't do that to college kid. But if he was a pro, I'd be walking the dog with his ass and all the hype. But he a college kid, so I'm not gonna do it.
Nah, but he not a cocky college kid either, man. He humble. He humble, so he'll bounce back.
They said Tua is older than Hurts. I did not know that. Damn, he old as hell.
Nah, I didn't know that either.
Sheesh.
Well, I mean, yeah,
No, and hey, Tua's brother gonna be on the Alabama squad next year as a quarterback as well as a true freshman too, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so that means older Tua are going to transfer after the national championship game when they put his younger brother in. Now I'm just playing.
I mean, I think Nick should have pulled the. I'm not saying Jalen Hurts would have played any better, but I think he put him in too late.
Hey, Hawk. So does last night justify Dabo's quarterback situation earlier after week 3 or 4? Does it justify?
Yeah, of course it does. Of course, but everybody said he made that move for the Alabama game. Anybody with sense can see why he made the move.
For the vertical game, simply for the vertical game, because if Brian was there last night, the vertical game would not have been there.
No, it wouldn't. Nope. It would not have.
You know why? Okay. I'm gonna say I know he's a college kid, whatever, but mess with F that. He is a fucking bitch.
Damn.
when on the Alabama game, you got all these cats you was rolling along. As soon as pressure came and hit him in the face, he crumbled, and he was never the same after that. Never the same. Kel Bryant ain't got no heart. I don't want to hear nothing about Kel Bryant. If he lost his spot, and he was ready to transfer, that's his fault. He had all year to get better, and he never got better. That should tell you something. He was a heart check, and he failed the heart check. No, get him out of here. That's why he at Missouri, and he go right at Missouri, probably be a tight end or wide receiver at that level. Get him, man.
Hey, but real talk, Trevor just
lost money on that game.
He's just better. He's just a better quarterback. No matter Brian couldn't do nothing. Like he's not better than Trevor. There's nothing he can do. I'm sorry. There's nothing he can do.
Hey, Hawk. I tell you, hey. Another hypothetical for you. Say for instance, hypothetically, right? Okay. Say Tua stayed all 4 years, and Bryant. I'm saying Tua stayed all 4 years, and then Sunshine. So that leaves after his junior year. If they were both the top 2 quarterbacks in that draft class, who would be the first?
You know who's gonna be the first? The prototype. Trevor. Who looks like the prototype?
Trevor.
But I mean, just because of the game last night. Before last night, Tua was the next great thing until last night. So I'm talking about 2 years. 2 years from now. So
if they go the same trajectory,
if Sunshine had a great,
that's how we anointed Tua going into this year from off the national championship game.
Yep.
Right. So they even right now. They even right now.
No, Trevor is actually Trevor is actually trending over him because he's so young and what he did. You feel what I'm saying? Like,
but Trevor's offensive weapons are much younger than Tua has. To me, that's the factor because Clemson is. I mean, barring injuries, Clemson probably going to walk over everybody next year as well. Because them boys young at the skill position. Skill positions, they young.
Exactly, and you know what's going to hurt Tua? What hurts a lot of quarterbacks these days, like especially like Ohio State quarterbacks, is iffy until Haskins, but it's still iffy. Or you from the Big Ten? Name a quarterback from Alabama that's done well in the NFL lately. That's gonna hurt Tua.
No, I agree.
You know what I'm saying? Well, here's my thing with them two. Dog. Just say they break. Just say everybody think they the same quarterback, right? You know it's gonna come down to measurables. Tua's gonna be treated like a dual threat, and Trevor is seen as the prototypical pocket passer.
But Saban doesn't allow his quarterbacks to be that way, and he doesn't like those. I think that's the reason. That's the reason why Tua was put into that position in the championship game last year over Jalen, because Jalen is more the prototypical athlete who can play quarterback. I believe. I mean, Tua can sit back. Tua can sit back in the pocket. He got a nice little arm. He can read. I mean, he threw the pick six. You know what I'm saying? And the other interception last night. But over this past year, year and the championship game last year, he was the prototypical quarterback until last night.
Let me ask you this.
Can I rebuttal that?
Hold on. Let me say one more thing for Darian said that, and I'm gonna throw it to Darian with this question. Anytime Tua has faced a legit defense, how does he look? Go ahead, Darian. You go ahead with your rebuttal. I'm gonna just throw that out there for y'all.
Okay. Well, listen, when you could compare Hurts and Tua, the biggest thing that everybody was talking about with Hurts is not a good thrower. Like he's just not. He's a great athlete. He is. But he's never been that good of a thrower. Yeah, he had like good yards, whatever. You know what I'm saying? He had Calvin Ridley, who was awesome on this level too as well. Judy has been really good this year for Tua, but I don't think he's as good as Calvin Ridley or some of the receivers they had in the past. I mean, a lot of throws is like he's just a better thrower. You know what I'm saying? And you're gonna take the person that's the better thrower and may not be the better athlete over. You know what I'm saying? Because that's just how it is. That's how that's how football works.
When you translate that to the NFL to the next level, whatever team Tua goes to, he's gonna have better receivers on the NFL level than he had at Alabama.
Yeah, but this is what a knock is.
Not necessarily. If he went to the Buffalo Bills, he wouldn't.
Hold on, T. So you think every receiver on Buffalo right now is not as good as Alabama's receiver?
Hell no, they're Biletnikoff receiver better than any receiver on the Buffalo Bills right now. In my opinion.
Yeah, maybe that. Okay.
And I say the two receivers on Clemson better than any receiver on Buffalo right now.
I would say Zay Jones is better than any receiver on Alabama right now.
Who?
If Zay Jones was to go on the Alabama campus today, he'd be better than any receiver at Alabama right down today.
Who?
Physically or more so just mentally?
Who though? Who is that?
Yeah, you may have
you see how I keep saying who?
Jones.
You see how I keep saying who though?
Zay, because you know who he is.
No,
you know who he is.
I'm just saying if the name don't jump out to me, how am I supposed to just say, oh, okay, you right, because he's in the league? Nah, I don't know about that.
Okay. Well, I guess I feel that way because a lot of people don't know who Dontrell Inman is, but he's been balling for the past month on the coast. So I guess I go with that.
People know who Dontrell Inman is.
Well, people know who Zay Jones is.
I don't know who Zay Jones is, but I know who Dontrell is. I mean, I see the point you're trying to make for Tua, but my man Chad broke it down and he kept it 100. Tua is looked at as a minority quarterback versus Trevor. Let's just keep it a stat.
Mm-hmm.
Come on. We can't
doing that.
I mean,
doing that,
man. No.
We can't keep doing that. We can't keep
doing
that, man.
They do it.
We should be past that, man.
How am I?
If you look at the starting quarterbacks that was in the NFL playoff this year, man. You know what I'm saying? We got to be past the race card, bro. We got to.
Who do? Who is we?
Because you have to.
Who is we?
As a whole.
Who is we?
As a whole.
You telling me to do something I don't have control? Hold on, JaVale, but I don't have control. Why are you telling me? Why are you telling me I gotta get past some shit that's true that the GMs ain't gonna get past?
How's it true?
Oh my God!
If you are on that level, regardless of your skin color, you're gonna get the opportunity, man.
No. You said drafted first, JaVale. Don't move the fence. You said who would be drafted first, and I'm telling you why. Right. So what are we arguing? I'm telling you the truth, bro. When it came down to Lamar Jackson and a little punk ass boy that played for Buffalo right now, when he was coming out, and they said Lamar was inaccurate, and I showed the stats of the little punk ass boy in Buffalo was just as inaccurate. Who got drafted first?
And who would you say had the best?
Who got drafted first? That's the context of what we're talking about right now.
We're just talking about.
I understand that.
Bro,
I understand.
All right.
Who would you say had the better?
That has nothing to do with this. We said draft order.
Okay.
We said draft order.
Right. You're right. You're right. So because to me, draft order goes by what you did in college, but not what your potential could be on the next level in the pros. Because to me, Allen, out of everybody in the draft, if it could be drafted over, he should probably been the first quarterback taken.
Whoa.
You smoking rock.
Josh Allen should have been the first quarterback taken?
Okay.
Based off what he did in college?
Of the rookie quarterbacks, he done more with less than any
in college.
No, I'm talking about in the NFL.
No, you said the guy should be.
I know, but you misunderstood my point. I'm talking about when he got to the NFL. If you could go back and see what the rookie quarterbacks in the NFL were going to do this year, Josh Allen was the best quarterback. Baker Mayfield probably going to get rookie of the year, but Baker Mayfield was probably on the best opportunity and the most talent on his offense of any rookie. Josh Allen had nobody on Buffalo. You just told me you didn't even know who Zay Jones was, and he was their leading receiver.
And what did
you didn't even know who he was?
And what did Josh Allen do the most this year? He ran. His overall
play. I'm not his overall play.
He ran.
His overall play.
He ran though, brother.
I'm not disagreeing with that, Hulk. I'm not disagreeing with that. I'm just saying overall, that young man right there was probably the most underrated rookie, and nobody thought he was going to do anything.
I get it. You got somebody you affiliated with on Buffalo. I get it. I forgot. So I see why you going this route.
I'm not.
Because ain't no damn way. No, ain't no damn way. If you saw Josh Allen play this, no. Sorry. No.
With what he had, and you don't even know anybody else on his starting offense other than Shady McCoy. That's my point.
All right. So who we know in Cleveland offense besides Bless him?
Besides who?
Bless him.
Come on, blah. Yeah, I mean you got the running back. You got everybody on Hard Knocks.
Oh my God! Come on, you said Hard Knocks. Thank you, dog. Thank you.
From the all season, everybody was on the Cleveland Browns. They was Cinderella team from last April or May until the season started. Come on, man.
703, you off mute.
You know better.
703, you off mute.
Hey, listen. Landry, as far as proven receiver, Landry was the only one that we knew was going to be good. Mm-hmm. We didn't know who was going to get for Josh Gordon because Josh Gordon ain't played for what? 2 years?
What are you talking about?
And then we didn't know what was going to.
Oh, time out. This dude said Josh Gordon. You said Josh Gordon. You gonna get put on timeout for saying that name like he was supposed to be a threat coming off the street, coming out of rehab.
He's not supposed to be a threat.
Coming out of rehab, bro. Are we being serious?
When he came out of rehab last year, the last 6 games of the season, did you see the numbers he put up?
What did he do this year coming out of rehab? We're gonna keep living in the past?
Man.
Shit, what I do 10 years ago when I was playing, can I use that today?
I'm about facts.
You ain't spitting no facts, fam. You spitting an opinion. We all spitting opinions. We're spitting opinions.
Did you see Josh Gordon's numbers last year when he came back off of suspension?
Did you see him this year?
Expect him to do the same thing?
Because there's a whole new year. He had a whole nother issue off the field in which he needed to medicate himself. That's why.
How many games did he play with Cleveland?
I don't know. You tell me. 1, 2.
I mean, maybe 3 or 4 at the most.
And what did he do besides score 1 touchdown on a 10-yard catch or a 20-yard catch? What did he do after that? What did he do after the one big game he had for New England? What did he do after that? Because we know you good enough to have a flash. And I ain't trying to knock him for his mental health problems, but you're coming up here expecting me to be hype over Josh Gordon, who I know has mental health issues, and then claim that was a weapon for Baker. He wasn't available for Baker. We can't sit up here and poo-poo that they ain't the Cleveland. That's the Cleveland Browns. He went to the Cleveland Browns.
What is your point? And did you see what the Cleveland Browns done after they made a coaching change? The second half of the season, they were probably one of the 5.
And why was that? And who was that quarterback? Who was that quarterback?
Hey, I got a question.
Go ahead.
Hold on.
Go ahead, Darren.
Hey, no, because Hawk was talking about, you need to play Tyrod. You need to play Tyrod at the beginning of the season. So come on now.
I did.
You were talking about,
damn right I did.
You don't need to play Baker. You need to play.
I say you need to play Baker. I say, whoa, dog. Come on, Skip Bayless. I won't get emotional. I'm not gonna get emotional like Shannon. I said you need to start Tyrod early in the year to let Baker get acclimated. I clearly said that, and I'm not going back down.
The same way for Buffalo when Nathan Peterman, they try to play Nathan Peterman before he started going crazy. They would try to play Nathan Peterman over Josh Allen. It's the same thing.
Hey,
none of the rookies that are playing right now, except for Sam Darnold, we didn't expect to see this year. We did not expect to see them this year. And honestly, if it wasn't for the kicker, Tyrod might still have a job. Had he not lost those 2 games, they put too much on Tyrod right off the bat.
So I didn't say a whole lot about what Baker was doing when it came to his ex-coach when he left, when he got removed and went to the Bengals. But you don't think that after they made that coaching decision that there was people in Baker's ear telling him, "Yo, Hugh Jackson didn't want to play you. We wanted to play you."
What does it have to do with any of this?
You have really. What you mean?
I'm pretty sure they did.
What does it have to do with the original argument of why Tua won't be drafted over the damn Adonis for Clemson? Like you just jumping around right now.
Because you said he's now a minority. I mean, he is a minority, but before last night, Tua was the next great thing.
According to who?
And Sunshine. According to who? According to mostly everybody.
Was it according to Ball Hawk? Address me accordingly. Don't lump me in with them.
The media in general.
Fuck them. Don't lump me in with them. We talk about me and my show. Did I say that? I need that energy. I never said that.
That's not the question I asked.
But I'm giving you why I felt but when I answered you, you're using the media hype versus what I said and what I've been saying. So I've never said Tua was top notch, going to be the first pick. I've never said that. So if I say Trevor Lawrence is going to be the first pick and Tua going to be treated like the minority, which we know is going to happen because he's little.
Well, I mean, you can't say he's little. He's 6'2", 6'3". He can play quarterback.
He's 6 what?
No
Did you see him?
That's not little.
He's 6'2", 6'3". Oh my God! Never mind. Y'all go ahead and talk to him for a minute. I can't. He said he was 6'3". I can't.
Okay. So if Russell Wilson and Baker Mayfield are quarterbacks in the NFL, and Tua is too small. Are you serious? Listen to what you're saying.
Listen what I said.
You compared him.
I said compare him to the tall kid from Clemson and why the tall kid from Clemson will be drafted before him. Am I talking clear enough for you?
Again, but before last night, that wouldn't have been your narrative.
My narrative. So you're gonna tell me what I would have said. So you're gonna tell me what my narrative. Hold on. Let me get this clear. So you're gonna tell me what my narrative would have been.
If Clemson had not won the game last night, there was no way that anybody in the country said that boy would have. That boy don't jump off the.
He don't jump off the screen to me. I said it last year. Tua doesn't jump off the screen to Ahmad Hawkins, aka Ball Hawk. He never did. So stop lumping me in with the media heads. I don't care. Shut up about them. I'm talking about me. I'm talking about me. Because you messed up and tried to say what I was going to say, fool. Nah, fam. No, I've never gone to with the majority. So don't try to push their narratives against me because you want to win a simple argument that makes no sense at all. He's never impressed me. I said it since day one. I said, okay, he cool.
So Tua has never impressed.
Have you ever heard me brag about him? Have you ever heard me brag about him? Have you ever heard me brag about him?
Yeah, you did.
About Tua?
What you mean?
You heard me brag about Tua? No, okay, shut the hell up, Juice for you. Thank you. Shut the hell up, Juice for you. Shut the hell up, Juice for you. A major glass. A major glass.
You can't make a point. You don't have nothing to say.
What?
You can't make a point.
Come on, fam. All you do is move the fence because you don't have points. I just shredded everything you said.
What you mean?
I told you why. I told you why Trevor would be drafted first, and then you moved the fence to some goddamn Josh Allen and Buffalo Bills.
Position is the position.
Oh my God! And the view is the view. So if the GMs view Tua as a non-typical 6'4" quarterback, and why they won't take him first, then drink shut the hell up, juice. You can't say, "Oh, we better than that." No, the hell we not, because the GM show you that year in and year out. Where did Russell Wilson get drafted? Where did Russell Wilson get drafted, sir? Where did Robert Green? Did he get drafted before Andrew Luck?
Well, Russell Wilson.
Well, no, yes or no? Yes or no? Well, yes or no? Well, yes or no?
Because
well, yes or no?
On the college level.
Well, yes or no? You know who we can thank for this? Jamarcus Russell. Thank you, Jamarcus. You probably thought Jamarcus was the best quarterback in that draft too, didn't you?
I mean, just because you're 6'3", 6'4", and 230 pounds, and you got a rocket arm, no.
So what they say about Josh Allen coming out? Why did he get drafted so high?
Well, he got drafted lower than they thought he was. Because
why did he get drafted? Why did he get drafted higher than Lamar Jackson, sir? The same guy you said was better than Deshaun Watson.
He was last year. He was last year's Carson Wentz.
Oh, my fault,
He was
Vic.
last year's Carson Wentz.
Hey, Vic, you off hold?
That's why. That's why.
Hey, yo.
He was Carson.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
He was your Eagles quarterback.
Go ahead.
Last year.
Go ahead, Vic.
How you figure he was Carson Wentz? Go ahead.
Go ahead, Vic. My fault.
Hey, yo. I'm not going to interrupt that argument, that debate. I just wanted to chime in on the national championship game, yo.
Go ahead.
Hey, real quick. Hey, nobody's talking about the fact that Dabo has created a culture in Clemson that not only rivals Alabama, but it rivals the whole guys trying to run to the NFL. He got guys 4- and 5-star recruits to come back. And the story in that game last night, I feel like people should be asked, maybe you should ask your listeners and your viewers, is who would you rather play for? As a former football player, standout recruit myself, right now, even before that win last night, I would want to play for Dabo because of the culture he creates. He makes a tough decision. And people talk about Alabama and all the talent they get, but people rarely talk about the attrition and the number of 4- or 5-stars that decommit or transfer after 1 year, because it truly is a business atmosphere where at Clemson,
Bricks, my
it
dog.
seems like it's more about the family atmosphere. More importantly, the O-line and D-line pushed Alabama around last night like no other time in that game. That's, of course, those positions aren't sexy, but anybody that you know on a D1 level, even a D1 AA, on all college football levels, will tell you the game is always winning in the trenches.
And usually Saban wins in the trenches.
Exactly, but last night he got pushed around. Dabo took his formula and flipped it on him, and that's why Sunshine was able to stand clean in the pocket, and that's why they dominated the game so much. Alabama's D-line got very little pressure the entire night, and they pushed him around to the point if Dabo wanted to, he could have got 55 or more points.
Dang.
I just want to tell people, man, look. Can I add something on this point? Yeah. All right. So the thing about with Alabama,
JaVale like to argue. It's never serious, guys. Don't worry about it. He got thick skin.
Alabama's always, especially with defensive line, they've always been read and react. So if you pushing, you know what I'm saying, if the back end is doing what they're supposed to do and covering the receivers, they're gonna get you eventually, because after they read what's going on in the back, you know what I'm saying, we're gonna try to get pressure up the middle. They've never had a real pass rusher. If you look through all their years, they've never been a pass rushing team. So I don't understand why everybody's talking about, well, Alabama gonna get pressure, Alabama gonna get pressure. Their best pass rusher is up in the middle with Cleveland. Peter Quillen?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the best.
But this year over the past, or more than the past 5 or 6 years, Alabama has not had a strong secondary. They've always had a strong front seven, but this year's Alabama's back four, they secondary, they 4 or 5 nickel dime, they were suspect. They were suspect. And he didn't have any.
Hold on. Hey, hold on. Don't Saban coach primarily the secondary?
Yes.
He sure does.
It's not about talent. Oh, I understand that. But it's about talent. That's just like this. You could say this offensive line coach, this defensive line coach, this secondary coach, this linebackers coach. If your group is strong, that's different because Saban has always had a strong secondary. This year's Alabama secondary was weak.
You're not wrong with what you're saying, but isn't he getting the top talent?
Yeah, Patrick Surtain the second is there. He was the other corner. One corner blew their Achilles out, I think, in the third quarter.
All I'm saying, fellas, all I'm saying is right now, and again, I don't know what everybody else's opinion is, but right now, everybody's talking about whether or not who's the best coach, recruiter. All I know is right now, if I had to choose between these two elite coaches, I'm going to go with Dabo right now, not just based off last night. I'm talking about culture, environment, developing talent, and also being true to what he preaches when he's recruiting kids. You go back to David Scott's boys, they still talk about the environment he creates. I'm not saying players don't love Alabama, but I'm saying last night they brought the it factor. They brought the can of whoop ass to Alabama last night.
Hey, bro, and I agree with you 100%. I agree with you. 100%
I love this show today.
I'm an 80s baby.
And anytime JaVale on the show, it's always lit.
And a lot
He'll give me to say about 3 or 4 cuss words.
Understand my passion that I have for UVA, but when I was growing up at 14, 15, 16, UVA was the best team in the ACC, hands down. It wasn't even close. And God rest George Wells' soul. You know what I'm saying? So when I look at Dabo, he's from there. He went there and he did this. And I think that has something to do with it. And if you have the passion and you have the love and the drive for a certain university or a certain college, I feel that you can go back and make that happen because Clemson was tight in the like 82, 83, 84. But before Dabo got there, Clemson was the afterthought. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Nobody thought about going to Clemson to play football. You know what I'm saying? And before Florida State came to the ACC, and then Virginia Tech came to the ACC, and then Miami came to the ACC, for about 10, 12, 15 years, UVA was the ACC when it comes to football. You know what I'm saying? And that's I
completely agree.
And
that's what I'm saying.
I believe that.
Yeah, we're on the same page. I'm just saying, and I'm agreeing with you. I'm gonna just add this.
UVA,
chop it up. I just want to chime in.
The creme of the ACC.
Say, man, not enough is being said about the culture, the mental toughness that Dabo's created in Clemson.
I don't remember that.
NFL draft pick to come back where all these other programs, mediocre or highly successful, guys declaring at an alarming rate. And I'm not mad at those guys, get your paper, but Dabo is getting guys to buy in and make money. And that's something to be talked about, as well as the physicality that they have played with in a day and age when you blow on the quarterback or you push a guy that's a personal foul. They're able to play within the new context of the rules. And still
obviously, I love my school. You see it.
Last night.
You see it right there.
And nobody talks about that because, and again, he earned the right, but sometimes they get 10 years.
10?
You know,
that's a decade. That's a long
time.
time.
I ever heard on the Hawk Show, bro. And I don't know you, but that's real talk.
That's the White Vic, man. That's Big Bro. The White Vic. He at the high school. Virginia Tech Hokie right there. That's my bro.
Oh, you VPI. Hey,
yeah.
I rock with that, bro. I rock with that.
I appreciate y'all. Hey, Hawk, I chop it up, man. Keep up the good work. I just want to chime in, man.
Appreciate you, bro. Love you, man. Keep it up, man. All you doing in the community and in the media field also. Come on now. Talk yourself up sometime, brother. All right, now back. Oh, go ahead, Derek.
In response to what he was saying,
I'm about to get JaVale.
Alabama. The same thing about what? The same thing with Alabama, though. Like they went away from what they normally do, and I think they got a little bit pass happy trying to compete as well, because the running game was working. It was definitely working. They got. They got so much caught into. I think they got caught out of the element.
Yeah. Fish out of water.
That's what. Yeah, I think that's what.
I think
JaVale.
JaVale, did you talk about them throwing too much? Who or was that a show I was watching before we started? They was talking about Marcus Spears. He was saying that he had never seen a Nick Saban team just try to rely on throwing the football as much as they did.
But they were still running the ball for a good average. Like,
yeah, it was.
Like Dabo got him out of his game plan because
I'm not trying to talk about no Oklahoma, Mike.
until it came out, and when they went for that dumbass fake field goal, whatever everybody knew they was going to do.
Can we get him the Jason Garrett treatment?
Was over.
We need to get Nick Saban the Jason Garrett treatment. That was Jason Garrett. We be killing him. 808T, you back off mute too, fam. But I
think that was pressure. I think that was pressure too.
So let me talk. Let me talk to a couple things. Let me talk about a couple things that I thought was a great point by Dwight Big Vic, cousin of Mike, my big bro at Hampton High School. When he talked about the culture, and I thought about this also when I heard the two players from Clemson do the Suge Knight All Opinion videos, dancing, come to Death Valley. I thought about it. I was like, with the college football playoff era, and Max Kellerman talked about this. It's 2 championships. Basically they got the same record, same championships in the last 4 years, 5 years, whatever you want it, 4 years. And when you break it down like that, if I'm recruiting,
same exact record.
Yeah, same exact record. If you break it down and you look at the two coaches and the culture, I can see where Vic's coming from because Nick appears. I say appear with quotations because my late great Coach Wells appeared to be hard, and he was, but it was fun to play for him. Like the culture was fun. With Dabo, it just seems like he allows you to be yourself, and Nick Saban, he's treating you as a pro off the jump. So it depends on the temperament of the player. Because some guys, they need that tough love, and some guys need you to be loose. But go ahead,
that's what I feel. That's what I feel about Saban because that was what I had to be at work this morning at 1:00, right? So I got up last night and I DVR'd
Mike, he
the game.
Definitely better step his game
I was like, dang, Clemson did this, and then I watched all the press conferences, and the one thing I saw on Fox Sports was the difference was they said Dabo is more of your college coach for the 2000s, and Nick Saban is more of your
Kevin. What's good with you, bro?
NFL.
I agree with that,
coach.
Chad.
You know what I'm saying? And that's a big difference when it comes to 16, 17, 18-year-olds coming out of high school.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a great point.
That was my point. That's my point. All day today on DC Sports Talk Radio, that's what they've been talking about. Hey man, and I asked you this a couple weeks ago. What if the Skins, not even the Skins, but the Skins have been a team who have
we don't want to talk
Alabama players. No.
Say another team, JaVale. Say another team.
Listen.
Hey, he got to say the Skins because he on wax, man.
No. But the question was, but what if another NFL team offered him what the Raiders offered Gruden? It was because we're in this area that the Skins came up because of all of the Alabama players.
Yeah. But
that's the fact. Hey, and you want to know what about the Skins that came up today that I didn't realize until today?
What's that?
2012. 2012.
Uh-huh.
Robert Griffin's rookie year.
Yep.
The Redskins. Listen. No. Before y'all.
Let him finish. Let him finish.
Listen to this.
Let him finish.
Listen to this. The Redskins had the number 1 offense in the NFL, bro. With Mike Shanahan as the head coach. Okay. Today, as of today, 3 coaches on that coaching staff other than Mike Shanahan are head coaches. Kyle Shanahan, you got McVay, and
now
you got LaFleur, who was at UVA.
Yep.
Before that, that's 3 coaches under Mike Shanahan with Robert Griffin and they were all offensive coaches.
JaVale, that's a great point. But somebody on Facebook said you represent the year in which you represent when they was ranked number 1 in offense. It was like, yeah, that's all good, but Luck still got drafted higher than RG3 that year.
He did.
But I mean, what does that mean though?
No, it's just a joke, man.
You're pretending to your argument.
Come on.
What does that mean?
Because the Redskins tried to move up to the number 1, but the coach wanted Andrew Luck because he was the next John Elway. All I'm saying is, with a quarterback who was dynamic and he was athletic, but look at what the Redskins had. and I didn't try to make this a Redskins argument, but the fact that the Redskins had 3 coaches under 30 years old, Robert Griffin's rookie year, they were all under 30. And the Redskins had the number 1 offense. And now in 2019, going into the season, 3 of those coaches under Shanahan are head coaches in the NFL.
That's a great point. That's a great point, JaVale. Yeah. So we're going to end that talk because I don't want no Redskin bashing because we'll be here all night. Yeah. So go ahead, T.
It was coming. Hey, yeah. So one thing I don't like, I heard somebody talk about Alabama DB.
Uh-oh.
Oh, yeah, that was JaVale.
That was JaVale. It was JaVale. We pointed the finger at JaVale. We snitching. We snitching on JaVale.
So Alabama got the top recruiting class every year.
Okay.
Not this year. Hold on.
I'm just saying.
I got you. This year they were number 6, but the past 7 years before this year they were number 1.
And I will say the top DB in this year's class went to LSU. I know I played against his dad. He dope, but go ahead. I see where you going.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, so
pause.
I don't want to hear no crying and none of that about them not having no talent in the secondary. Like they got last night.
Patrick Surtain the second.
I didn't say that. I didn't say they didn't have talent. I said that was their weakest level of their defense.
Oh, yeah. I'll agree with that.
I'm gonna tell you why.
There's no excuse because it's not high school.
All year
to choose from.
All year, Alabama been shutting people down.
You got the nation to choose.
But if Nick Saban is the best coach and he gets the best recruits, there shouldn't be no excuse. This year's Alabama squad, their back 4 was the weakest link of their defense,
and they're all 5 stars.
Okay,
but that's just one game. I'm telling you, that's just one. These past 2 games.
If you go back tonight or tomorrow and look with the first question I asked Hawk, that this justifies Dabo's quarterback decision in week 3 or week 4, and this is why, because he thought that Sunshine was a better quarterback who could take advantage of the secondary of Alabama. The decision he made in week 3 or 4 is why last night proved that. That's why he did that.
Hey, let me tell y'all. Let me tell y'all something.
Thinking about it because Tom Bryant was sucking.
Hey, you remember?
He wasn't getting no production. Hey, he was still winning, but he won't get.
They ain't beat Alabama. He ain't beat Alabama though. That's the thing. That's what JaVale's saying. That Brian didn't beat Alabama last year.
This is the thing. This is the thing you gotta understand. You can't make excuses for 5-star recruits.
I see you, Chad.
I wanted Clemson to win last night.
You can't make
I'm gonna serve them the juice again, D. Believe that.
They are all 5-star recruits. And they
I'm gonna tell you this too.
Clemson, the wide receivers at Clemson are better than the DBs at Alabama today.
That's all it was.
Hey,
it happens.
That's all it was.
Every game, a DB get burnt.
Let me say something, T. Before, hey, hold on. Let me throw this out. Let me throw this out here because I think I got something. I think I got something for JaVale. It's gonna be real quick. You notice this is the 4th time Clemson and Alabama's played. It's only been 1 game in which the receivers and the quarterback of Clemson haven't torched Alabama, no matter who back there. And that was when Brian was the quarterback.
Exactly.
So in other words, it don't matter who back there. Clemson been torching them through the air. That's how they've been beating them or had a chance to beat them.
And DBs get beat every game.
Every day, B.
I don't know no DB history of football that ain't got it.
Hey, I ain't never get beat. I just fell down or my legs started hurting or something. You know what I'm saying? That's the only reason I got beat. I catch cramps. I get cramps.
Sunshine is a true freshman. He's a true. He's straight out of high school. But he
started on a big stage since he was 14.
But there's no big high school in South Carolina is not the ACC or the SEC or not the national championship.
Wasn't Jalen?
No.
Wasn't Jalen Hurts? He was a true freshman too.
It's big lights down there. Come on,
man.
Yeah, Georgia. That's big time football.
You gotta go. You gotta try. Hey, man. Come on, bro.
Yo.
Also, too, man, we're gonna have to start calling Clemson wide receiver U. Because for the past, I don't know, 5-6 years, Every wide receiver they've had has been beast on the next level. I mean,
when they healthy.
They've never had a trash receiver.
Because even Mike Williams, doing well.
But in the end, with the weight he picked up, if he has another productive year next year, he's gonna be a top 4 or 5 pick when he comes out.
Who is that?
He's
Sammy Watkins. They have not been.
NTN.
Say it again. I couldn't hear JaVale.
NTN. The running back, NTN.
Oh heck yeah, he nice.
He picked up a lot of weight.
Yeah.
He picked up a lot of weight this year.
Yeah,
like
he nice.
Yeah, you can tell. He was slow as hell.
He nice, dog.
But he's no. He's slow.
He don't walk down yesterday.
Adam, that's why I said when healthy, because he's not a beast overall because he always hurt. But when he healthy, he nasty.
He made plays, yes he did. But yeah, Alabama was walking him down. Especially when he broke loose that one play. So Alabama
I'm talking about his progression. I'm talking about his progression, bro. His progression from when he stepped on the field in Tuscaloosa, in Clemson and South Carolina, and what you saw from his first year into yesterday, and what he did, like people compare Alabama to NFL. Most people, when it comes to coaches and
Chris, thank you for that. I'm gonna ask that question. Hey, well, Adam, man, you need to call in, yo. I need you to talk some trash at JaVale.
He's always gonna have running lanes because they're so dominant in the pass. He's always gonna have running lanes. If they depended on a rush with just him, I don't think they would just be as productive. He's not that type of he's not that dominant as a runner. Just to me, this is what I'm seeing. He's good for what Clemson does, but there's definitely better running backs than him.
Hey, I got a question for y'all.
I
got a question.
I respect that.
I got a question, JaVale. It's for you, my man Chris West. Basically, I forgot all about this young quarterback, Jake Fromm from Georgia. So just say if Jake stay every year, like Tua stay every year, and Sunshine come out after his junior year, who you think would be drafted in what order? Out of Fromm, Sunshine, and Tua?
It depends on what team will have the better season that year.
Like if this year Arizona has the first pick, but I doubt if they take Haskins, they'll probably take Boza.
Right.
So you're saying it just depends on who to put. All right, just say in a perfect world. All first three teams.
Our boy from UVA transferred to Georgia and started.
Hey, yo, Doug, shut up,
at the
man.
beginning of the season. You understand? So it's about scheme and it's about fit and it's about the coach, man.
Hey, man. So okay.
Vote.
So just rank them then. You, Mel Kiper, rank them. Because I think you're trying to Bradley Bill. You're trying to Bradley Bill me right now, bro.
No, I'm not. Hey, Hawk, man. You know we talk even outside of this.
I know, man. Dog, we got a show. We got to entertain the people, man. I'm just entertaining the people. It ain't personal. God dang.
You know what I'm saying?
So I'm gonna give you this. I'm gonna give you this. Hold on. I'm gonna give you this. Then I'm gonna throw it out there. So my man Adam, shout out to Adam, Legendary Sneakers Boutique. Check him out on Instagram. From Richmond, he said he would take Sunshine from then Tua if he was Mel Kiper. That's how he would rank them. How would you rank them?
I'll rank the same because in big moments, Fromm crumbles. He showed that against Alabama the past 2 times. So he can't hold a lead.
So who you got? Who you got in yours?
So I would definitely take Tua. And then I would not Tua, but I would take Sunshine, and then I would take Tua, then I would take Fromm.
Okay, all right.
I'm for real. If in my opinion, I would probably take Fromm because Fromm has done more with less. I want to see.
No.
He has done more with less.
No, he has done with less.
As a passer.
That team is loaded. Get out of here. No, JaVale.
So Alabama.
Yo, he never lets me down, man.
Alabama and Clemson's wide receiver.
Hey, Mike, can you stop trying to talk about Oklahoma quarterbacks all the time? Okay, we gave you Baker Mayfield. That's enough. Okay.
Okay.
So you made my point for me.
But that doesn't mean Georgia's receiving corps sucks. Just because you have 1 or 2 athletes that are better,
no,
doesn't mean
I didn't say they suck. But Georgia had Georgia had a down year, but this young man at Georgia was a freshman last year, correct? Or a sophomore.
He was a true freshman last year.
What he done last year, right? So what he done last year, they maybe didn't win the national championship, but it was just as impressive as what Tua did and what Sunshine did this year at Clemson. It was just as impressive.
Fromm might mess around and be Tom Brady since he almost lost his job this year to a younger quarterback. Remember Tom Brady lost his job to the boy that played baseball? No, I'm just joking.
You know what though?
I'm just joking.
You know what? Fromm gonna be okay. He's just full of rivers. He's not a finisher.
He got good fundamentals.
He'll have a good regular season. That's it. And that's
come on, man. Don't talk about Phillip Rivers like that, bro. I love you that you just said that, bro. Come on, man.
Did Phillip Rivers dirty?
Phillip Rivers is a first ballot Hall of Famer. Phillip Rivers is a first ballot Hall of Famer.
Absolutely.
He right, you know. He right.
But he ain't gonna. If he don't get a ring this year, he's done for. It ain't no.
Phillip is Dan Marino. He's Dan Marino.
Guess what, JaVale?
He's not. There's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong.
Ain't nothing wrong with it.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm just saying. There
are multiple great quarterbacks who are Hall of Famers who have never won a Super Bowl.
That?
So I don't like that narrative. Well, if Phillip Rivers doesn't win a Super Bowl, he's not. Boy, that's crazy.
Hey Adam, you want to call in, yo?
Put the number in the screen. In the past 10 years, other than Tom Brady and Drew Brees, and possibly because they won Super Bowl.
Oh yeah, we still talk about it. It's the same string. It's the same string.
Big Ben and Eli. Phillip Rivers is right there.
Phone line's gonna stay open for like 90 seconds, but once you get in,
that's the same draft
in the pool, it'll stay there.
That's the thing. I'm not 90 seconds. Anything away from Phillip Rivers.
So if you want to call in now. That way you be locked in. And once the line's cut off, the show still go and record.
You know what? Do you know what I say? Do you know what I say about Phillip Rivers? And this is my biggest thing about Phillip Rivers.
What?
Phillip Rivers at one point had Antonio Gates,
watch him out.
Had LT,
watch him out,
and he had two other receivers that were beast mode.
Watch him
and
out.
He could win the big one.
Watch him out.
But that was young.
Don't do that.
It was young. That was his first.
Don't do that, Darian. Don't do that, Darian. You don't talk bad about Phillip Rivers, man. Come on, man. He got 12 kids.
Tom Brady win his first year starter.
He got 12 kids.
He didn't have the talent that Phillip Rivers had.
Don't do that.
No, the last show Hawk had before he came back on, I made a comment. Phillip Rivers is the greatest quarterback in the ACC, college and pro combined, and I stick with that.
I didn't argue that. I like Phillip Rivers.
I'm not
bro.
I'm not.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that close stuff because we could claim Russell Wilson.
But what I'm saying is that's who Fromm reminds me of. Like he'll have a great regular season, and then he's second when the lights come on.
Ignore the countdown.
But you could also have my young boy from Duke.
I'll do you one even better. He's not
Ryan. The young boy from Duke is gonna be good, bro. The young boy from Duke is gonna be good. He's gonna play 10, 12 years in the NFL.
The kid that's scared of UVA secondary that look like trash can juice versus UVA secondary.
Because you talk that because but hold on, Hawk. People don't understand. We had one of the top 10, 15 secondaries in the country.
Oh, for 3 years we've been killing them. 3 years we done killed them.
Understand that, but see, but people don't want to hear that though. People don't want to hear that because we ain't top 10, 15. They don't want to hear it. That's why I don't talk. I don't talk UVA unless you bring it up.
Hey, but I'm gonna tell you like this, JaVale. If he get drafted, that means that same personnel that elevated him and drafted him high need to go get Juan Thornhill, who available in this year's draft. Also, they need to get Quinn Blandon from Carolina Panthers and bring because they need to get every UVA DB he went against and make sure they employ them also because we ain't do good against us.
I tell you what, we gonna talk this time next year, the end of the season. Hey, that 3-4, that corner from our UVA. Hey, he gonna be a problem next year, bro. On somebody.
Yo.
Hey, can
that boy legit.
Go ahead.
Can we switch it up real quick? I want to talk about these head coaches. Coaching changes just now.
Hold on. Hold on. Before you do that, T, did you have one? Who did somebody try to chime in while you were saying that?
No.
Okay, we good.
That was me. That was me. I was just saying Tua got to be in somewhere like Seattle.
Okay.
He need a Pete Carroll type coach, and he'll thrive there.
Yeah.
Because he'll get to play behind Russell Wilson, and he don't got to get thrown in right away. So he need a situation like that.
All right. No, I agree with that. But
That's all I was gonna say.
But go ahead, Darian. Go ahead and kick it off, then, bro. You got it.
All right, so you already know. I don't know if you heard. Kingsbury got signed to the Cardinals, right?
Yep.
And then Dirk Cotier is now the offensive coordinator for the Atlanta Falcons.
Wow.
And this is the big one for me. Bruce Arians is in the process of going to the Bucks.
He got a 4-year
offensive
deal.
coordinator. He's the offensive coordinator for the Bucks.
Wow.
No, head coach.
Wow.
Head coach.
So
No.
here's my question. Here's my question.
Right.
Do you think Bruce can save Jameis' career?
Jameis? Yeah, I mean, I think that'd be his last straw. If he don't succeed with Bruce, they're gonna vilify him up out of here.
Yeah, no, that's what I heard.
The phone lines just closed, Adam.
The head coach, who was at the
it closed at
who was
6.
Winston's head coach this year with the
at 6:30.
Bucks. He is now Kyle Shanahan's.
I keep him open for an hour, and then whoever get in, they can finish the show out. Yeah,
like I say,
Cutter.
But yo, check this out, Cliff. As far as Cliff being hired by Arizona, you know how he got that? Why he got that job, right?
Because
real talk.
What Mahomes done at Texas Tech, and then Mahomes came in.
Thank you.
This year.
That's one. All right, that's one. Hold on, that's another name. Hold on, don't just stop with him. We got. Okay, go ahead.
No. But I thought about this when I first thinking about this today. Cliff Kingsbury, right?
Yeah.
What he did at Texas Tech.
Yep.
He has been nothing other than his 2 years he had with the young bull, which is amazing, right?
Yep.
And then when he got with Andy Reid, you know what I'm saying? But remember we had this conversation last year, and it's kind of off the topic, but it's not when it comes to rookies in professional sports. We talked about this last year when it came to Simmons, okay?
Yeah.
With the 76ers,
Steve,
when he won Rookie of the Year.
Yeah.
Because he didn't play his rookie season, you know what I'm saying? But he still got Rookie of the Year because he played last year. My question is, what's the difference? Because Mahomes didn't play any game his rookie season except the last game of the season. It didn't matter. So, hypothetically, should the NFL and NBA be the same? If you don't play a certain amount of games, should you still or could you still be declared a rookie? Because basically, this is Mahomes' rookie year at 50-plus touchdowns.
It's different. I feel like it's different.
I think the thing with Ben was he wasn't medically cleared to play, so he was rehabbing, and then he got back on the court in the middle of the season.
But the NBA with 80-plus games. The NBA has 80-plus games.
They do.
The NFL has 16 regular season games.
It's still the it's still kind of the same.
One game.
How many more months? But when you break it down into months, though, I mean, you got NBA. You might play two or three games in a week versus one. I mean, I see what you're saying. I just think with the NBA, if you aren't medically clear, they don't count that year for you. You still get paid, but they don't count that year for you.
I think it's a little bit different too. Because honestly, if you were to play Mahomes last year, I don't think it would be the same results that you were getting this year.
I think that's what he's speaking to. That's what he's
preparation different. Him sitting under Alex Smith was the best thing that happened to that man.
But
that helps JaVale case. That's what JaVale is saying, though.
I understand what you're saying.
But that's what you're saying, though, right, JaVale? You're saying the fact that Ben was around the pros, it gave him an advantage.
Just being around in meetings and practice. But people fail to realize is, and I'm sorry, I'm not even gonna bring. Fuck. I'm a Redskins fan, but
God damn.
But the first 10 weeks of the season last year, Alex Smith was the MVP. Alex Smith was the best player in the NFL the first 10 weeks of the season last year. Under Andy Reid. It wasn't even close.
Oh yeah,
That's
yeah. I mean, he was MVP. He
It
got
wasn't
a
even
point.
close.
He was
He got a point.
considered MVP.
With Wentz,
his
with
was-
Wentz,
Allen-
it was between him and Wentz.
That's the
Carson
reason.
Wentz was
That's the
MVP,
reason
man.
that's the reason that Dave Snyder went after Alex Smith as he did this season, because the first 10, 11 games last season, Alex Smith was the best player in the NFL, bro.
Hey, but check this out. But check this out. But check this out. He was the hottest available quarterback, not named Kirk Cousins. That's why y'all wouldn't have got him. Y'all won't go get Case Keenum.
And
Speaking of Case Keenum,
fail to realize that
hold on.
my boy Kirk Cousins took Nick Foles' job at Michigan State and made him transfer to Arizona State. Okay, so
Yeah.
we can as the narratives can be here and there. Because Kirk Cousins did take Nick Foles' job at Michigan State.
You absolutely correct. That's great, but on the big stage, Nick been doing the thing. Hey, but let's go back. Let's go back to Cliff, man. So speaking of Case Keenum, Cliff Kingsbury worked with Case Keenum. We talked about Patrick Mahomes, and then you got Baker Mayfield. So you got two young quarterbacks this year that did great. I think that helped Cliff get the job for Arizona because you got another young quarterback in Josh Rosen. They feel like he could be the quarterback whisperer. And then you look at Shanahan, you look at McVay. Like I said yesterday, what they're going to try to do is make sure you have a tough veteran defensive-minded coach DC, to kind of balance out his inexperience, or have like another OC that's older than him. He's going to have somebody on staff.
Like Sean McVay.
With Wade Phillips.
But Kingsbury got a heck of a job ahead of him because, we don't know if Larry's going to stay there another year. And as far as receivers go, I think the only playmaker they really have is their running back.
Yep, DJ. Larry's still there. Larry's still there.
Terrible too.
Larry's still there. He's still. I think.
I don't know what you're gonna do as far as with the Cardinals.
Hey, the Rams' problem is, and the people don't want to not talk about it too much, but after Cooper Kupp got hurt, their offense fell apart. He was their difference. He may have been their best receiver. Whether he's outside,
I agree with that, Adam.
Cooper Kupp was a difference maker.
But I think I'm not going to disagree with you. But also, what hurt the Rams a lot this year was the fact that they've been kind of running around hurt.
Yeah,
a lot of the guys
are beat up, especially on defense.
They are.
Especially on defense, they was really banged up on defense.
Defense more than offense.
And then Cooper Kupp
banged up all season.
Cooper Kupp getting hurt. Cooper Kupp may not wow you, but he do some of the little things for Jared Goff, like a security blanket.
Mm-hmm.
But Cooper opens up everything else for everybody else, because when it comes to Cooks,
ain't that what I said?
To Woods, he opens up everything else. And Gurley in the past game, Kupp was the difference maker. He was the difference maker. You know what I'm saying? And you think about it, the two games that Kupp was out, they lost one of those two.
I said,
and
he do the little things.
7, 8. And he came back for 2 or 3 weeks, and then he went out for the remainder of the season. And ever since he's been out for the remainder of the season, their offense has been stagnant. Like, it's been a total different offense.
They still got the number 2 seed though.
They held on, baby.
Because they happened to work first 7, 8 weeks of the year. That's right. You're right. But they was doing that.
I got that Indian in my family, Brett.
From the beginning.
Nah, man, just wave cap and water. If you want to have waves, you got to put water in your head.
That man's only 32, 33 years old. Is a head coach.
He's a baby genius, but I think he walked into a lot of good pieces on offense as well.
He was blessed.
Because
he went and got something.
Like I said, Jeff Fisher ruined a lot of careers. So
Nick Foles will tell you that. Nick Foles will tell you that. He damn near got Nick about the NFL. Damn Jeff Fisher. He should be. That's how God rest his soul. That's how we know Steve McNair was a special quarterback. That's how we know, God rest his NFL soul, of not playing anymore. That's how we know Vince Young was a very good quarterback. Because don't nobody else do good under Jeff Fisher. Don't even come close at all.
Yeah.
That's how terrible of a quarterback handler he is. So.
But that goes back to my point.
Yeah, Cliff got hired
earlier when we first got on. Sean McVay, LaFleur, Kyle Shanahan, and I kind of give Kyle a pass because Mike was his father. But these kids,
he always
like,
got to talk about the Redskins.
This was 10 years ago. They were 29, 30 years old.
And who they coach for?
When Robert Griffin was a rookie. The damn potato skins.
Washington potato skins. Let me get some chives and some extra sour cream.
They were three offensive coaches on the offensive side of the ball for a team that was number one offensively yards per game. And they were 29 to 30 years old.
That's enough to talk about your damn Redskins again, man. How the hell we get?
I think Matt LaFleur got the bad end of that stick because I don't know who he's gonna get to Green Bay.
Green Bay.
He should have kept him at UVA. He was with you, man. Come on, man. He should have stayed at UVA. He was at UVA before he went to the Redskins. Come on, man. Come on, bro. Hey, that's real talk.
You just want to plug your damn Redskins again, didn't you? It's amazing how you said Redskins again.
I'm talking about my.
Say Redskin one more. Say Redskin one more time. Say Red.
I said potato skins, cuz. My man.
Hey, Chris West said, "What time the Redskins play this week?" Since you're talking about them so much.
We play at 1:00 on the first weekend of September, 2019.
Preseason.
The first weekend of September.
I see my dog Jay Gruden gonna keep his job. That's what I'm talking about. Salute to the Redskins for letting Jay keep his job. My homeboy.
That's what they say.
It's my bro. No, he better.
No.
They don't want to. They don't want this smoke. They better keep Jay as a coach. They don't want me to come back down to training camp. I got smoke for them.
Check this out. Since I've been on the phone with you, I seen my app. We just had old boy in the interview right now in Ashburn. What's my man that played with the Skins back when we was little? Ty Bowles, the Jets coach.
Yeah,
he's going to the Bucks too.
You going to the Bucks?
He in Ashburn right now. He in Ashburn right now. He in Ashburn. He in Ashburn right now.
Oh, he there? Oh yeah, Jay. Jay hire him. Yeah. Hey Jay, hire Todd Bowles. Hire him. Jay hire.
And Todd Bowles won a Super Bowl with the Redskins.
Yeah.
He's
whoa. We're not gonna praise y'all.
To the Bucks too.
And y'all VHS Super. Hey, look, man. VHS, don't nobody got them no more. So we can't talk about VHS rings. Just like they couldn't talk about my 1960 NFL only rings. Okay. We Eagles, we got DVD rings now, Jack. Blu-ray. Okay. We can't talk about y'all dust-filled rings.
That thing, Hawk.
Okay. God dang it.
You can stream that thing, Hawk.
4K. Our Super Bowl in 4K. Okay. 4K. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now.
Yeah, but Ty Bowles wasn't starting safety for the Redskins last Super Bowl, though. I can tell you that.
Kick your ass, man. Hey, so my man Adam said he feel like Cliff is great for Arizona. I think it's great for Rosen. As far as head coaching overall, I'm not really worried about that. I'm focused on Rosen because my narrative has been the same from day one. If you want your young quarterbacks to succeed, you got to have a quarterback whisperer or quarterback coach with them and the offensive scheme that fit what they do and get them some weapons. Then you can truly evaluate them.
We played UCLA. Rosen's like freshman and sophomore
year.
Man,
he killed us.
Being like the next best thing.
He killed us.
I remember, that's what I was saying. I remember that, and they was talking about, this kid Josh Rosen is it. You know what I'm saying? And that was like
he got to stay on the field though. He got to find a way to stay on the field because he got hurt a lot in college.
Let me tell you something about Josh Rosen. Also,
he didn't get hurt. He had concussions. Concussions is different than an ACL or a shoulder.
I don't know, Adam. Like overall,
that's different.
His record not that good, but. I see what you're saying. He's going to speak to the young coach.
This is my last Redskin thing. I distinctly remember Troy Aikman getting put out the game by LeVar Arrington over a concussion after I think he gave him about his 4th, 5th concussion. And then we'd never see Troy Aikman ever again.
But that was different, bro.
I knew it. I was waiting for you to say that. Thank you, JaVale. Never let me down. Go ahead, JaVale.
Concussions is different now because everybody was getting concussions every game.
What's up,
back in the 85, 95 season.
Oh yeah, totally offensive production. Salute. Yes, he get results.
Or somebody in the box see you, you got to go out the game. Back then, You could stay in the game and play until you couldn't walk no more.
Hey, I got a question.
So it's totally.
I got a question. Don't mean to cut you off because it's totally different. But let's get back to who's we talking about? The Green Bay coach. Let's talk about who Green Bay hired. His name just slipped my mind.
Matt LaFleur.
LaFleur.
Used to be at UVA.
All right, LaFleur. I'm not talking about that.
He was at the Titans last year.
The Titans with the 29. So here's the thing, because Stephen A. Smith made a great point today. You hire Matt LaFleur to be your coach, and they're saying he's an offensive genius, but it's really hard to sell him as an offensive genius because when you look at the Titans' offense, they were like 29.
But you look at who he was with before this year with the Titans.
He was with McVay, right?
Look at who he was with.
He was with McVay.
Right, when McVay and Shanahan.
He was with
Shanahan before that.
That's what I'm saying. When he was with company.
But here's my thing about
when he's the number one receiver.
Here's my thing about Green Bay though.
Go ahead, fam.
Okay, now you put him around.
He's been around great offensive minds, though. That's the thing.
Yeah.
That's what you said yesterday, Hulk. It's not about your record. It's about your initiative and your mindset and your play calling as an offensive personnel.
Agreed. But
he's been around great.
But
he's been around great offensive minds over the past 5 years.
I understand that.
But you gotta look at that situation.
But when he's biased, I'm just playing devil's advocate, JaVale. If you're looking at a resume and we say, hey, we need somebody to pick up our offense production. That's the narrative that they were saying. McCarthy's gotten stale. We need somebody that can pick up our offense production. And you go get a guy who had a 29th ranked offense. I just felt like that was that was a good point by Stephen A. Not saying that he won't be successful, but no, he won't. You got to discuss.
I'm gonna tell you why.
But what I heard today on the blog is in 2012, right?
Oh, shucks. No, we're not doing that, JaVale. Nope. We got to mute. No, we're not. No, we're not going back to 2012. I'm tired of it. No, JaVale. No.
When it came to the Senior Bowl, the last team that did not make the playoffs, their coaching staff coached the Senior Bowl, right? So
Adam, I'm gonna say that.
So in 2011. The Redskins were the last NFC team that did not make the playoffs. So Mike Shanahan's team and his coaching staff ran the Senior Bowl. And Mike had his son, which was Kyle. He had Sean McVay, and he had LaFleur. And they said everybody down there was laughing and joking at them because they were 27, 28, 29-year-old kids. And now, 8-9 years later, all three of his top assistants are NFL head coaches.
All right, JaVale, you said this already, okay? JaVale, you said this already. JaVale, we're talking about a guy that since he's been on his own, like if he was part of New Edition and he went off on his own and became Ralph Tresvant, and all he had was a one-hit single called Sensitivity. That's it.
No, you can't do that because LaFleur has never been on his own.
He was on it.
And that's what I try to make the narrative about LaFleur. He was at Virginia the year before he went to the Redskins.
No, I'm talking about outside of McVay. I'm talking about outside of McVay when he get to call the shots as an OC. How was he? That's all we can go off of.
What do you mean? Okay. You look at Shanahan and Kyle. Kyle went to after he left the Redskins, went to Cleveland, #1 offense. And they didn't win nothing. Their defense was a problem then.
Yeah.
Then he left there
and went to Atlanta. Yes.
Well, they went to the Super Bowl.
Absolutely. Yes.
So what are you saying?
That's different. You just said Kyle. Hold on. You just said Kyle went to Cleveland and did well, right?
With the offense.
I know. Yes. Okay. But LaFleur went to Tennessee and did what this year?
Nothing.
But my point is with LaFleur is what you said about Kingsbury. It's not about your record. It's about the mindset. They want different. So the NFL in the next 2 or 3 years is going to be basically high school and college. Spread, just get people on the edges. It's not going to be smash mouth, I formation. It's about creativity.
He is making my point.
That's
Jason.
what they want to do now. You said that yesterday.
Whoa.
He won't creative in Tennessee. That's what they're saying.
That's what I'm saying, JaVale. Yeah, JaVale.
What do you mean?
I'm not knocking him, bro. I'm trying to get you to expand your mind as far as you got an Eric B. enemy out there. Why, you know?
But, no, right? But why am I knocking these situation when these are billionaires hiring this man? So obviously they feel this certain way because what my man did from your Eagles last year with the coach this year, that's not out of the box. Andrew Luck is not running a RPO or run pass option. He's not doing a spread offense. He's still lining up with tailbacks and fullbacks that people don't even really know about. So it's all about what you want to do. Right. Hawk said it yesterday. Hawk said it yesterday. If you don't have dynamic athleticism with your legs, you have to have a dynamic offensive line. He said that just yesterday.
I did.
So I'm not disagreeing with that. But when y'all come at me like I'm saying something off kilter, no, I'm not saying anything wrong.
Bro,
I'm not saying anything wrong.
All I'm trying to do is get you to identify the things that you say and how you may think it's helping you actually help my stance. So that's why I said I asked you about Kyle Shanahan going to Cleveland as an offensive coordinator or whatever, just running the offense and the offense doing well.
He helped himself out. After that year, he went to the Falcons. They went to the
JaVale. Let me finish, bro. I'm not arguing you. I'm not arguing you, JaVale.
Right.
JaVale, I'm agreeing with you with Kyle. Kyle went to Cleveland. I'm not looking at wins or losses. I'm looking at offense production. They did well. You are correct. They went to Atlanta. Offensive production. They did well. So
and
of course,
went to the Super Bowl.
Yes, but I'm talking about offensive production. So yes, you want that offensive genius to rub off as a head coach because you know at the end of the day, he's gonna help you put up points. My knock on the floor was once he went away from the nest, McVay, Shanahan, once he got on his own as an offensive coordinator, unlike Shanahan, who made sure the offense was high powered at Cleveland, LaFleur doesn't have that. Now he had injuries.
But
the offensive line was good.
I'm just still got a job though.
I'm not knocking JaVale. I'm not arguing that. I'm just saying you can understand when folks look at the coaching tree that you're talking about, he's going to stick out like a sore thumb because they're going to put, well, what is his offense rank when he left the nest? They was ranked 29th. Well, why the hell you hire him? That's what they're saying. That's all I was saying.
No. Okay. My bad. I respect that. I respect it because he is the only one out of the Shanahan tree, other than Kyle and McVay, who hasn't done anything exceptional. I understand that.
That's all I was saying. Yeah.
At the same, right. I agree with that. But at the same token, the Titans were one game from the playoffs with the sorry ass offense.
Yes, they were.
That game, the last game of the season between the Texans, between the coach.
He just said sorry ass offense. Did he just kill his own argument?
For the 6 seed.
Did y'all hear that? He said, yeah.
And Mariota was hurt.
He said sorry ass offense. Who's the offensive coordinator?
So am
I tripping?
I don't. What you're saying is not wrong, but I think when it comes to the upper echelon and the general managers and owners of the NFL, they look and say, "Hey, this kid has
DJ. What up, boy?
Probably the two hottest offensive coordinators in the past 3 years, in McVay and Shanahan."
Yeah,
like that's a fact.
Them dudes make mistakes every day, man. Make mistakes every day.
I'm not saying they don't make mistakes, bro. But see, you don't want to give me facts because
JaVale.
No.
He just messed with you, JaVale, dog. He just messed with you.
Ask this question. Mike Shanahan
Lord.
is a top 5.
All right, dog.
Offensive coordinator and top 5
right,
head coach
as a Bronco
in the past 30 years.
As a Bronco.
No. 49ers? What do you mean as a Bronco?
He won rings there.
49ers?
We ain't gonna say we're not gonna say that team in DC. That's what we're not gonna do.
No. I didn't say that. I didn't say that team in DC.
I'm just laying out the parameters.
The Broncos and the 49ers. The Broncos and the 49ers over the past 20 years, Mike Shanahan is a top offensive coordinator and head coach.
Okay, I got you. But
so when he came to that team in DC, he had already established himself.
what?
He had already established himself.
Okay.
Just like Joe Gibbs had established himself when he came back.
What's your point, man? You taking too long.
Because my point is Shanahan hired 3 of the hottest coaches right now in the NFL. You laughing? It's serious. And all these guys 30 years or under. It's not a joke.
They 40 years and under. You mean they? Oh, when they 40 years or under
40.
now they 40 and under.
None of them are 40.
40 and under. LaFleur 39. LaFleur 39. He about to be 40.
Right.
I said 40 and under.
What I said?
Yeah.
At the time.
Yeah, at the time. You're right.
At the time, in 2012.
JaVale, what the hell you want, a cookie? You want a cookie because they were the Redskins? That's what you want? Huh, Romello? You want me to kill myself?
The Redskins pissed me off because we had these people in house.
Oh, so I get to feel your pain now. Yeah, I'm glad you mad, huh? Tell her why you mad. I'm on the couch. Go ahead. Tell them why you mad at your Redskins. Tell them,
Hawk, hey, Hawk, you know, I ain't even gonna go there with you, Hawk. You already know that.
Hey man, I want to say this last thing, JaVale. I want
to.
Yeah, I gotta be petty, JaVale. I gotta say one last thing to be petty before I let y'all close out because we gotta end the show. You messed around and said that's what the suits do. They hire who they want to hire. But when I said that's what the suits do, they draft tall, prototypical quarterbacks over another shorter quarterback. You got mad at me, but you know I ain't saying nothing. But go ahead and close the show, JaVale. Give a shout out before we close.
But not about that, bro, because they don't care about that.
JaVale, close the show.
They want to win.
Close the show, JaVale.
All right, bro.
Give your shout outs, man, because we always appreciate you, bro.
All right.
Much love.
Right. Shout out to you, Hawk. Shout out to all the boys in the Ville and the Shenandoah Valley. All right. Much love. You know what I'm saying? I rep my pep.
Hey,
always.
man, hold on, man. You got to shout your wife out because I appreciate her for always allowing you to call in to be on my show for over an hour. Like, real talk, dog. I ain't trying to mess up a happy home. Real talk. I don't need them. I don't need them problems, bro. But yes. Hey, no, but all jokes aside, for people that be tuning in, JaVale, my bro, man. So we ain't never serious. We just, it's a barbershop feel. So if you see us getting in a heated discussion, it's just a discussion. That's my bro. I always tell him to call in.
I'm the hardest UVA and VA player you ever gonna meet.
He an antagonist for real.
I love my state. I love my
state. No, without a doubt. You loyal. I will say that when you say something, you ain't gonna move no matter what. And that's why I respect you. That's why I would say you to call in, bro. Because everybody look forward to it. Hey, JaVale, real talk, all jokes aside, anytime I send an alert there's gonna be a live show, I get DMs, they say, yo, is the dude that talk about the Wizards gonna be on? And I'd be like, let me make sure. And when you said today, I can't wait, I DM about 10 people say, yo, he on today. And they all popped up. Quick, fast. I ain't no bullshit, dog. No jokes aside, man. Like, for real, dog. You bring a lot of value to the show, man.
Because 40 hit me up and sometimes Twan and Scooter, but I'm good. I'm loyal, man. I love the thing about me, man. I got 3 vices in my life. I got my kids and my family. I got my God, my church, and I got my Cavaliers and my DMV sport.
There we go.
And that's what I do. That's what I spend my time on.
And I just want to let you know, anytime you show up, T gonna show up. I just want to let you know that also, because he ain't gonna tell you.
You already know.
And Bean was on her feed also.
Tomorrow, man, I'm watching our Cavs versus Boston College.
Oh yes, sir. Yeah, yeah. The Tomorrow show gonna definitely be at just one. As a matter of fact, Duke about to play. I gotta go scout them. God dig it. It's 7 o'clock.
Yeah, I'm about to watch Carolina NC State right now, bro.
Yeah, I gotta watch Zion. That's all I watch.
That way, man.
T, what's up, man? Give your people your pleasantries, your shout outs, man, before we close the show out.
Hey, man, shout out Clemson. Shout out Dabo. Shout out Nick Saban for that horrible job of coaching last night. Shout out JaVale for bringing the heat like he always do.
Keep going.
You know what I mean? But you got to lead the Redskins out. You got to lead the Redskins at home sometimes, baby. You got to lead their home sometimes. Hey, look, man, shout out Hawk, man. Look, man, this fun, man. This is good for me.
Hey, I appreciate it.
I miss this, dog.
Hey, Monday through Wednesdays, man. 5:30, Monday through Wednesdays. Unless something special on Friday, because you know I go to the barber shop on Thursday. Can't be late for that, you know. But
Oh yeah. Don't forget I'm 6'8".
Yo, this fool put out he was 6'8", yo.
Dog out here.
Had me in tears, yo. But hey, man, but I appreciate y'all, man. Make sure if y'all can't call in tomorrow, tune in tomorrow. Because even when y'all type in the feed, it still give me that energy, man. I do the live show because y'all give me that energy I need, man. So I definitely appreciate y'all, man. Much love, man.
All right, fam.
All right.
Come on.
And there it is, man. That was Javale. Darian called in. T called in. My man Dwight Vic called in. Big bro. Who else called in? And everybody on the streams. Appreciate my dog Adam. Right? Oh, it's on YouTube right here. Appreciate him for tuning in. But yeah, man. That's what we do. Everybody, Chris, Miss Proctor, shout out to you. I see you tuned in. Amy, everybody that tuned in, Bean, all the usual suspects, man, as always, yo. Definitely appreciate the support. And let me shout out, I got to shout out my homies at, yesterday I said I pronounced their company name wrong yesterday. So I got to apologize for that, man. You know, too many headbutts and stuff. But it's actually Passio.com, not Passio, but Passio. So shout out to Passio Tickets and all things high school, college athletics, platform, and electronic ticket marketplace. All of Passio's services are free for the event holder. Passio not only provides electronic tickets per submitted event, but a social and news form with it, as well as stats and metrics on the event immediately after completion. If you or anyone are interested in submitting an event and they need e-tickets created for, visit Passio.com. That's Passio.com. Shout out to my dog, Daniel Ginsberg, and the rest of his crew. God dang it, I ain't got their names up. That's how you know I'm doing this like freestyle. I don't know how Jay-Z do it. Darius Wynn and also Branford Rogers. So salute to them. We up out of here, man. Nothing but a gangster party, like Tupac used to say. But y'all be blessed, man. You know the motto, good as the enemy are great. Be great in everything that you do. Baby, take us out.
I want the whole world to spin my record.
All right, yo. Appreciate y'all for tuning in, man. We'll be back tomorrow, 5:30. I got to see what the hot takes is before I could put on Facebook and Instagram and Twitter on what the topic's going to be, man. But definitely appreciate y'all, man. Salute to the gods like we always do. Y'all be easy. Subscribe, too. If you're on YouTube still, share, subscribe.